Welcome back to another Warframe video. So today I'm going to be talking about arbitration, specifically arbitration defenses. I'm going to be sharing some tips that I use for arbitration defenses whenever I do them. As you can see in the video right now, I'm going to be using Garuda Prime for this arbitration showcase. So if you guys want to see a Garuda Prime build video, I'm going to have a video coming out soon. So just keep an eye on the channel for that video. Here's a few things I want to go over before I get into the tips here. So for me, the main things that I care about when I'm doing arbitration defenses is the Vitus Essence. I mean, it's nice to have the rotation rewards as well, but I mainly just care about the Vitus Essence that I get. And having said that, there's you do want to make sure you bring your Smither Cravat, and you want to make sure you have a resource booster going on, and you also have a resource drop chance booster going on, and also a resource drop chance blessing from the relay. So if you're MR30 or you have access to someone who's MR30, they can easily give you that blessing before you come in here. The reason why we need all those boosters I just talked about is because the arbitration drones have a chance to drop Vitus Essence, which we are actually looking for. So we want to make sure we're killing those drones as soon as possible, and we have our choice of AoE weapons. So I'm going to get into the tips right now. So tip number one, we want to make sure we're doing a good tile set. So the tile set is very important for arbitration runs, arbitration defense to be specific. You want to make sure it's good. So I'm going to put up on the screen right now a map of this particular tile set that I'm on. So bear in mind, this tile set I'm on isn't the best tile set for arbitration defense, but it is decent. Tip number two, you want to make sure you camp the spawn points, and this ties into tip number one as well. When we talked about how this tile set is kind of too large, so camping the spawn points is going to help you out a ton. I can't even begin to emphasize how well the mission is going to go. Naturally, you're going to be playing with teammates, and camping the spawn points are very, very important. I numbered the spawn points on the picture of the map on the screen right now, just so I can explain what's going to be going on very easily. So you're going to see me camping spawn points 3, 4, and 5. And then I have spawn points number 1 and number 2 camped by another player. And then spawn points 6 and 7 is being camped by another player. So that makes 3 people in the mission. And then the 4th person you have in the mission, their job is basically going to be to protect the defense guy, and also if any enemies do escape, they're going to be the ones taking care of those enemies. If you do this right and all 3 of you are spawn killing, the middle of the map is going to be like a graveyard. The defense guy isn't even going to take any damage. But just to be on the safe side, the 4th player can always run Vazarin just in case. Full disclosure here, so we actually did end up getting this mission, but that's due to some other unique circumstances. So I already have a video on the channel about how we failed that mission and why we failed that mission, so you can check that out after this video. The last tip here is you want to have very good teammates who understand the strat that you're using. I'm sure you already guessed the role teammates play in this strategy. Like it's huge. You want people who understand the strat. Like if you look on this mission, you're gonna see my other teammates camp at their position, so they're not really in my spawn points struggling for kills with me. They trust me that I would kill the enemies at my spawn point. That's basically the gist of this strategy. Also, I forgot to talk about the factions. So in my opinion, I would go for the Infested first, and then I would go for the Grenier second, and I would go for the Corpus third, before I would go for the Hurricane. But the tile set should take priority over the faction that you're going to be fighting. So if you get a really good tile set, that should take priority over the faction. The other thing too you want to look out for when you're choosing a tile set, so if you get a tile set that's really like tight in terms of the spawn point, if they're close together and it's more or less an open area, then that's really good. Alright, so that's it for this video. If you have any thoughts, questions or additions, please let me know down in the comment section below. Also, if you did enjoy the content, please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.